All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How I say it. Good morning. And welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Carol. Thank you all for supporting me. I want to put that out there today. I just want to thank everybody for their support from YouTube to Instagram to Facebook. I also want to let everybody know that I am going live now from my Coffee and Conversations page on Instagram. Thank you all for joining in on YouTube. Good morning. Good morning, hubby. Good morning, nephew. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. So I want everybody to know, you share the word. You don't see me on Carol Smiles all the time because I am now on Coffee and Conversations with Carol. Okay. It's a whole page and you just have to accept it and you'll go on there. And remember, my link for my YouTube is in my bio. So I want you guys to join me, join me, join me. Okay. Because every morning I'm going to have something for you where we're going to discuss it. All right. We're going to discuss it in in the rawest form possible. I try to keep it a little PG here. All right. So we're going to try to discuss it in the best way possible. All right. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. And today is what? Wednesday? So we are halfway there. Some folks call it hump day. We call it halfway there day. When I used to go to this one place on Wednesday nights, it was ladies' night. They used to call it Women and Wangs night, Women and Wangs night, and then you have, of course, the WCW, Women Crush Wednesday. Who you crushing on? Who you crushing on? Crushing on myself. I'm crushing on myself. Okay, okay, okay. Well, you know, I was like, what are we going to talk about today? Normally what happens with me is I either encounter experience, I have an experience, or what happens is someone says something to me and I kind of ponder that thought and I come up with some questions or some things that just make you go, right? So here's the thing. I want to know this. This is what I want to know. First off, I want to know this. When you have a person who's let's just say energy, that's the word people use. You could say spirit, you could say energy, that is off. It's something not all the way there. It might be that they just having a bad day. It could be that that's just the way they are, but you don't know that person, so you don't know that's the way they are because you don't know who that person is. It could be a number of things of why this person is presenting this characteristic or this personality, right? Because we never know why they're presenting it, right? We don't know why this person is acting like that. We don't know, if you don't know the person, you ain't gonna know. Like if your child is acting funny, you be like, oh, he got an attitude because he can't play the game. I won't let him go outside. He won't go hang with his friends. That little list of stuff. But then when you have a person you don't know, good morning, sister. Good morning. Good morning. But when you have a person who you don't know that is kind of giving you attitude or giving you a pushback, um, what do you how do you handle that? How do you handle a person who just is not easy to get along with? How do you handle a person like that? And the reason I'm asking is because I've come to a point um where I'm dealing with, and this is in the work environment, where a person is difficult to communicate with. They're difficult. They just, it's like they have this I don't know what to say. I don't know if it's a attitude. I don't know if, because sometimes people perceive you differently. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? That sometimes people perceive you a little different, right? People can perceive you in a way that um may not I I just think that sometimes people just see people differently. Okay. And so with that being said, I don't act like that. If I perceive that a person is different from me, whether they have attitude or not, I'm still going to treat that person with respect. I'm still going to um show that person be professional. I'm not gonna just, all out be rude. So what do you do in a work environment when you have pushback from a coworker or a employee, if you're a supervisor or a manager? What do you do in those instances if somebody's giving you the pushback? How do you handle that? What are some steps that you can take? Now, here's the thing. One of the things I thought was, okay, let me try to communicate in a way that this person can understand that we are both here to do this job and I want to do it effectively, right? So I've tried that. This is factual, I'm just saying. And so I've tried that. And so today or last night, because I worked last night, this is a true story. Good morning. Good morning, sister. This is a true story. So I really want people to help me. This is a true story. Not kidding. I'm not kidding. So at work, long story short, every as a nurse, you have CNAs who have their duties, right? They have their duties of what they're supposed to do and everything. My thing is this: on night shift, I believe in a quiet environment. Okay. I don't know if anybody ever worked it. Night shift, you're going in, it's about 10 o'clock. I start, people doing their rounds and doing what they're supposed to do. But I just believe in being quiet on night shift. Like, why are we loud? Why are we talking loud? Some people are young in there, don't get me wrong, but most people are a little bit older, and older people need their sleep and their rest. So I believe in being a little quiet. If I knock on the door, I knock, may I come in? It's me, the nurse, just here to, if I have to check on somebody, you see what I'm saying? So I believe in being quiet. So this is a true story. So I want to just, get people's opinion on when you have someone that you're working with and they're giving you the pushback, okay, in attitude and in conversation. So true story. This this really happened. This is a true story. So I I say to the person, I'm walking through the hall and the person is being, hello, hi, how are you? This is at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not kidding. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Hello, how are you? Hi. Like, who does this at 11 o'clock at night? And I say, can you quiet down? Because you are loud. You're like loud. And the person says, I'm loud. Yes, you are. You are loud. And I'm asking if you can just tone it down a little bit. Okay. That was the first thing. Okay. Then the person comes back around and tells me something's going on with a patient. I go and do what I need to do for the patient. Okay. And normally everybody knows me, if that work with me in nursing, knows that if I make a mess, I clean my own mess up. I don't go look for nobody to do it. I'll do it myself. I know that being a CNA can be a lot of work. So I don't want to give you extra work. So if I make a mess, I'll clean it up myself. Right. So I needed some extra padding and stuff. And I go to the person and I'm like, hey, can I get it? What? I mean, this is the reaction I'm getting. What? I'm like, what? What? Who are you talking to, first of all? Because that's what I said. And it's just like, this is the reaction that I'm getting from this person. Then the person like, well, how did this happen? How did that happen? How did this? I'm like, well, because I went in there and did my job. That's why. So do you have the extra padding or no? I do it. I do it. I do it. I said, and can you please be a little bit more respectful? Because that conversation you having is not respectful. So you need to get you some respect. Okay, get some so that you can receive some, because right now you ain't respectful. So you know what this person said to me? Hey, you know what this person said to me? Hey, nephew. The person said to me after I said, be respectful. Yes, sir. I said, I'm not a sir. Like, I mean, like just real disrespectful. So in a work environment, how do you handle, a communication barrier with someone who is just all out ignorant? Because first off, I'm not a sir, not a sir. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I asked you to quiet down because you don't have to be that loud in the middle of the night for these patients. This is their environment right now. Either it's their home or they're staying here while they're here for their stay. And so why are you being so loud? And so that was what do I just want to hear people's opinion about what do you do with that pushback? Like, what do you say? Was Should I have said something different? Should I have come a different angle? What is it that I should have what is it that I should have had differently? I don't know. I just, right, quiet that ish down. Like, why are you so loud? And then for you to after I do a correction, I'm told, "Yes, sir." Yeah, I'm literally this happened. This literally happened. I mean, yes, told me, "Yes, sir." And I just, honey, I'm just like, cuz I'm the type of person that if you don't want to do your job, if you don't want to be here, I'm the type of person that will relieve you of your duty and I will take over your assignment. I will be the nurse and the CNA on the floor with my whatever many patients doing my job and yours too. And I will have peace because you'll be going home. And you can explain later to We Energies and all these other people that you got to pay why you can't pay them on time. I'm that type of person. I'm that nurse. So that's me because I will do it in a heartbeat and I won't hesitate. Because my thing is, at the end of the day, we all have had jobs where, yeah, we probably don't like the supervisor or whatever, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And so I'm always in that mindset. It doesn't matter if I don't like the supervisor. It doesn't matter if me and the charge nurse is not getting along or whatever. At the end of the day, if you are my immediate supervisor, I may not like you, but hey, I have to respect your position and do what you're asking me to do. Okay, well, she could have been asked to the office, but ain't no office. Okay, on third shift, ain't no office. On third shift, there's no office. You're the charge nurse on the floor. There's no office to go to. So how do you handle that in that aspect in that time? You're basically the supervisor. So how do you handle that? Because for me, I mean, that's how I handled it, you know. And I think I did a good job because the old me would have been just, honey. Now y'all know. I got a shirt that say when they go low, I go Chris Brown. And I'm just saying, because if you need me to go there, I will. You know, I could have walked away. I guess I could have. I could have walked away, not said anything. You're right. But then there was a need that needed to be uh attended to too. So then in that instance, should I have just directed that need, because there was a need there. There was a need that needed to be attended to. So I mean, I understand the walk away part, but there was a need there. There was a need. So I get that too. Sister Charmaine said, right, quiet that ish down. Then she said, okay, well, she could have been asked to the office, but there's no office, on night shift. Sister Clarice said you could have walked away. Nephew didn't say anything yet. He just said, "Hey, Miss Carol, I don't see anything from Janine for counsel." Because, baby, listen, what if it was her parent and her family witnessing her foolishness and loudness? She needed to think about that. That's cool. So you mean I could have took her somewhere privately and kind of said to her, "Hey, let's quiet down." And I could have, and I probably could have pulled the other nurse on the other unit into it and just had a real quick powwow about, proper work etiquette on night shift. Because even like, and reported her. Yep, I could have did that too and reported her. For me, it's even some patients that, like, they can't hear. So they had their TVs up loud. And I just, I don't want to tell them to turn their TV down, but I do. I say, because here's the thing: if you want your door open, you can have it's your room. You can have your door open, but we're gonna close it because it's loud. And if you want me to leave it open, then we gotta turn that TV down or we gotta turn it off. It's 11, 12 o'clock at night. People need their rest. Part of rehab and resting and being in these skill facilities nowadays is rest. Your body needs rest. You didn't got a broke hip, a broken knee, you sick, your diabetes out of control. Your body needs rest. And how you resting at 12 when somebody coming to your room? Hello, hello, all that. Like, what? I think I'm playing. This is for real. Cause then the family could correct her. But I've been a CNA, especially night shift. Yes, these families don't be about playing that. Yes, they need to rest. Yes, they need to rest. Like, what? And I mean, this is actual factual. Like, what is going on? Like, child. And and then for you to say to me, yes, sir. And I'm looking at me like, what about you? Do I look like a sir? I felt disrespected. Don't disrespect me like that because I didn't disrespect you like that. Don't do that. Now if I get out of my bag, you know what I'm saying, to get all in my feelings and start hurling some stuff at you, then you're gonna be mad, and I did. I kind of said some stuff. Oh, she needed a sleep aid like old Darlene, huh? Yeah, yeah, she did. And I kind of, went there a little bit, but I was trying to stay, professional, Yeah, she wanted to throw them hands. No, I don't know if she wanted that either. But I mean, because you talking to me like, what? Come on, son. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How dare you? Like, not a yes, sir. You let me, I just wanted to see what was some steps. So thank you all for that input on those steps of what I could have did because I just felt like she was very disrespectful. I just felt like it was very disrespectful, first of all. Second of all, and this has been going on every time I work with this person. It's always this pushback, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be I'm better than you type attitude. That's what I get. But I'm trying to figure I don't even know you. So how are we in this space of you better than me, I'm better than you? Because I don't know you. So what is it? Initially when I was first saw this person wanted to read to me some stuff off of whatever they had, right? They were reading to me some information. And as they were reading the information to me, um, I was just like, what does that mean? And then they was like, oh, this is what and I'm like, okay. But some stuff I don't really be I don't knock people for what they're doing, but my morals and my beliefs and what I believe in and stuff like that is just what I believe in. Call me sir. Yeah, folks be ignorant and don't let it mess with your spirit. You're a great nurse, and you know that everyone ain't gonna be a Carol fan, sis. Right. And they're not gonna all be a Carol fan. And I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is, first of all, you call me sir. And that was to me is just very disrespectful to me because you was throwing shots. And the thing is you throwing shots, but if I threw something back, then you was gonna be feeling real. You was gonna be feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, how would I, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be a professional, and I don't care that you don't like me. If I'm the nurse on the floor and I ask you to do something, you're going to do it because then you can go home. You really can. It's called punch out and go home. That's what it's called. So that's why I was asking. I know everybody not gonna be a Carol fan, and that's fine. You don't have to be a fan of mine or anything like that because, quite frankly, I probably don't like you either. But I am I am mature enough and old enough now to understand to respect people in their respective places too. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm doing the steps it is to respect folks too, but just don't do that. Don't be loud and then every time you come, you got some type of sarcastic remark or something slick to say on the side as if I'm not supposed to respond to it. But you gotta gonna respect me. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Sister Clarice said, but you're gonna respect me. And that's what Sister Charmaine said. Like everybody's not gonna be a fan of mine. And I get it. But respect me too. So, in a work environment, I think that people have to learn to, meet each other where they are and respect it. And so, from those point of views that I received today, I will just continue to, strive to be respectful, which I was. And I'm going to try to, and I can't fix everybody. I'm not trying to fix people. I'm not trying to understand everybody. And everything like that, but I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to you. Now, if you're not respectful to me, doesn't mean I'm going to disrespect you. But what that means is we're going to have a problem because what we're not going to do is I'm not going to sit back and just be disrespected the whole night or every time I work with you. I'm just not. So we're going to have to come to a common ground. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that have that person pulled to the office and we're going to sit and have a powwow and it's going to be witnesses there because what we're not going to do is, first of all, we're not going to be calling Carol yes sir. I'm not a sir. I'm a female. I'm a woman. I'm a lady, and I'm very classy. So what we ain't going to do is be calling me no yes sir. That's the first thing we ain't going to do, because I would hate to come out of my bag. I'm a comedian. You don't want me to get on you because I can get down with the best of them. So I don't want nobody going away feeling bad about themselves, calling me no yes sir. You know, and you standing up here looking like a whole Home Depot can of paint, looking like a palette ready to be painted on somebody's. Should laughed at her right in her face. She she probably would have thought you was crazy. Yeah, old man. No, I'm not an old man either. I'm not an old man either. Mm-mm. No, no, no. So thank you all for engaging with me on that. So when somebody's giving you pushback, I got some tips for everybody. For whoever needs to see it, they need to play this back. Get them some tips on how to handle these people, because I think that people, I think people are just mad. I think people are just mad. They're waking up just upset. They just wake up upset. They waking up upset. They mad at the world. You got all this political stuff going on. I think people are mad about that, mad about their home life and all that kind of stuff. I think people are just mad. They're just mad. And so they don't do it. Yeah, because I was almost there. Almost. I was almost there. And I was like, Carol, you have changed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Reconsider. Just say reconsider. Reconsider, right? Read some litter. So I really did hold on to that because it was just, yeah, it was a long night. But I thank you guys for that tip. So when somebody's giving you some pushback, what we talked about, and you're feeling like, things are not even and balanced and things are not going right, I understand people are not going to be a fan, but there are steps that you can take to make sure that the work environment is not hostile, to make sure that the work environment is not petty, to make sure that the work environment is open for communication and each person is effectively working in their effective spots. So that's what's up. Good morning, sister. Thank you for joining. All right. So here's the affirmation that I actually wanted to read last week, but I couldn't find it. I had to go back Because in my sister chat, we get employee handbooks need to be read. I'm just saying. They really do. I really got to go get to that point. I really got to get to that point. Sister Clarice said, it's a work in progress. I'm trust me, I think it depends on the circumstance and the situation. I think it depends on the circumstance and the situation and the person, because everybody's not there. And I don't expect everybody to be where I'm at. And everybody can't expect to be, and be where I am. I can't expect that. So it's a work in progress. And I think it's each situation, because some situations I might just pop off, and I just have to ask for forgiveness later. Sorry, that ain't me. But and then we all have a past where some people are used to that. If that's what you used to, popping off, and people know that's what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she quick to do this and she quick to do that. And a lot of times people be looking for that, as I say, the old man to come forth. But when you've been changed and you have become someone new and different, you don't have to act like that no more. And the older we get and the more we realize that, um, life is life is gonna always life. Okay. Life be life. But we don't have to engage or belittle who we are. We don't have to change our personality or our characteristics to fit into people's space or their so-called reality. You just be who you're going to be, and that's okay. So everybody's not there yet. And it's totally fine. I don't think it's a right or a wrong answer. I just think that it comes with maturity. I think it comes with maturity, and when it comes, it comes, and it's okay. I just know that for me, I'm there, and I don't want to react that way. So, one of the things I've been working on this whole year is my responses. It's my response to things, because I know that at times my responses have been abrasive, aggressive, and just downright brutal and unfiltered. So I have been working on that all year. So that's something for me. That's a goal for me, that when I don't respond in those ways that I know I can, I feel like I've accomplished and I'm getting closer to a goal where I'm learning how to do it without, reverting back to that other person. And so I feel good that I didn't. I feel good that I think I handle it, but I put it out there. When somebody's giving you pushback at work and you're in the work environment, how do you handle that? So I was really I shouldn't have never heard that song. Uh wait a minute. What you say? So what you say? You should have never what? I should have never heard that song. Let her try me, try me. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope don't nobody try you. You should have never heard that song. But here's an affirmation I want to leave with you guys today. And it was a part of our sister chat. Sister Tracy, she always got a good affirmation. This was one from last week that I kind of glanced at um on my night shift at work. And it is: endurance is not just the ability to bear a hard thing, but to turn it into glory. Okay. So endurance is not just the ability to bear a hard thing, but to turn it into glory. Okay. So take that affirmation for you today. I'm definitely going to use that affirmation for me today. I also want you guys to remember to live, love, always, always, always laugh. And trust me, I was laughing last night, just smiling. Uh-huh, sure was. And always find room in your heart to forgive. And I do. I do. I forgive people, and I just keep it pushing and I keep it smiling. All right? Because again, there's one love, and we all have to learn how to just love each other a little bit more. But whoo, Lord, I'm telling you, it's a shirt out there too, and I want it. It's like I love God, but some of his children, I don't like any of them. Join me tomorrow for Thursday. It's gonna be steaming tomorrow. I'm telling y'all don't want to miss it. Tell everybody that I am now going live from Coffee and Conversations with Carol, because baby, I got an inbox. I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as I can. But ladies, 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 please, I'm telling y'all, join me tomorrow at 8:30. I promise y'all, I don't even know if we're gonna get through this in 30 minutes. Because baby, the inbox that I got to bring it to y'all. I got to bring it to y'all. I got to bring it to y'all. And here's a little preview of what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Let me see if I can word it in a way that y'all get it, but I don't have to be so explicit with it. Let me see. Part of the inbox said this: you got to pick a struggle. You got to pick a struggle. And the struggle got to be between, I believe it was length and girth. Pick a struggle, length or girth. Pick a struggle if you are struggling. Honey, tomorrow gonna be so good. Can't wait to put all this together for you because we're gonna have some points and I want to hear what y'all talking about. Okay. So again, thank you all for joining me. Remember, my link is in my bio. I will see you all tomorrow on Thursday. You thought it. Carol's gonna say it. I really am. I'm going to say it. Thank you all for joining me. I love y'all. And it's going to be good tomorrow. So please, I'm telling y'all, have them join. Have them join. Sneak preview. All right. I'm telling you, the inbox said pick a struggle. That's what the inbox said. It said pick a struggle, length or girth. Baby, it's going to be good tomorrow. You thought it. I said it. I already received some inboxes and I know what question I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So I want you guys to join me. Join me tomorrow for coffee and conversations with Kara. Baby, it's gonna be more than coffee, it's gonna be tea too. Love y'all. Have a great day. See you all tomorrow, 8:30 a.m.